not only rooted in the old world of Russia, but also much easier and simpler to deal with until senility set in. She was less prone to nag and scold and gave fewer, though wetter, kisses. Perhaps, as the old saw has it, grandparents have greater ease with their grandchildren than parents because they don't have to raise them. Yet bubbies like mine, with old world roots, could be even more overly protective than their sons or daughters. A woman friend of mine told me once that when she stayed overnight at her grandmother's house, she was not allowed to go out to pick up the morning paper in the driveway without her bubby walking with her and holding her hand. This was as true when she was 18 as it had been when she was 8. Another woman friend of mine, songwriter Rita Abrams, told me when she was in her 20s, her aging grandmother took her to the movies. As they entered the theater, her grandmother commanded, "Get yourself some popcorn." Rita said, "It's okay, bubby. I don't want any popcorn." Her bubby repeated, "Get yourself some popcorn." Rita again declined, but when her bubby once more insisted, she gave in and got the popcorn. After the movie, they went to dinner. Looking at Rita's plate, her grandmother observed, "You haven't eaten very much." Rita said, "I'm not very hungry." Her grandmother scolded, "Of course you're not hungry, after all that popcorn." Rita's story about her bubby is reminiscent of the joke about the Jewish mother who brings over 2 new ties as a birthday gift for her adult son. Later, in the evening, the two meet for dinner, and the son is wearing one of the ties. His mother takes one look at him and says, "You didn't like the other tie?" Mothers and grandmothers can often be seen through a nearly identical lens. The bubby, however, is a special embodiment of Jewish motherhood, but one that can probably be more accurately described as a Jewish mother on steroids. Bubbies can be pictured as being even more consumed with pride and love for their children's children than for their own. Why have Jewish mothers and grandmothers been fodder now, for years, for such a wide range of jokes that nearly sanctify their over-the-top feelings of love and pride in their children? The definition of a Jewish genius? An ordinary boy with a Jewish mother. Or Jesus, obviously being a Jewish boy because he thought his mother was a virgin and his mother thought he was God. Jewish mothers, especially, are often portrayed as braggarts about their children at the same time that they are ridiculed for creating neuroses in them, as in the one about the Jewish mother who boasts to all of her friends that her son sees a psychoanalyst 6 times a week, and she adds proudly, "He talks mainly about me." Or the Jewish mother who says, "Yes, my son is in a wheelchair, and yes, he can walk perfectly well, but thank God he doesn't have to." Are these the same Jewish mothers who are compared in jokes to Rottweilers, or worse yet, vultures? The difference is, vultures wait until you are dead to eat your heart out. Yet generations pass, and time and assimilation march on. Many of the young Jewish women thought to be prototypes for portrayals in Jewish American princess jokes are now grandmothers and even great-grandmothers. However, distinctive typing of Jewish mothers and grandmothers remains alive in many of the jokes we tell, hear, and read. We can even go to the line from an unknown source about what the mother of Christopher Columbus might have said if she were a Jewish mother, and there are scholars who claim Columbus was a Jew. "I don't care what you discovered. You didn't call, you didn't write." The joke ending with "Sheldon come home" has another version to it, in which the Jewish mother says, "Enough is enough." For me, the first version strikes a stronger chord. I told the joke, with that ending, to my friend, the actor Peter Coyote, who, though born Jewish, nay Kohon, had by that time become an ordained Zen priest. I kidded him that the joke was obviously about men like him. I also told it to Ramdas because it easily could have been about him as well, a Jewish boy who went to Harvard and became a spiritual teacher with a name change from Richard Alpert, plucked right out of the East, and I don't mean Brooklyn. The joke resonates with present-day Jews by virtue of the fact that many have taken up Eastern, especially Buddhist, practices. The signifiers that denote this phenomenon, Bagel Buddhist and Jubu, have become part of the popular lexicon. I know a young woman whose mother insisted